EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position. We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
First carry for the rookie from LSU, Ty Davis-Price. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Great beginning there under the bright lights of primetime.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in primetime is on you.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, hold Fury. Ready.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Davis-Price on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
First down, and they go right back to Davis-Price. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Broncos at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down, here's Davis-Price. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Davis-Price up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Love, this is 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Broncos, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Brady. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
Brady now on first down. Touchdown! Mike Evans, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. The Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Fielded just outside the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The Love's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go, set. 12, 10. Black Ultra, blue with striker. White. Ready?
Jordan Love ready on first down here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Brady. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in his first half. It's a first down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one caught by Isabella. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hey, go 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Well, we talk a lot about referees trying to protect quarterbacks, and no question they're going to protect number 12.
And really, truly, around the league, the intent is to protect all quarterbacks. It's just common sense. Those are the guys everyone comes to see play each and every week. And that call was pretty easy.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Brady.
Quick throw, finding Mike Evans.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Shotgun now for Brady. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 70. And the 49ers are once again back in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Yellow.
Play fake. Here's Love. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Striker, steal, slack.
Play action this time with Love. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Denzel Perryman with a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Love now.
This pass caught by Hamler.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go, here we go.
They throw it out right complete. Touchdown, Broncos.
Michael Pittman,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken at the goal line.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Flushed out right. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. First down, Love to pass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here we go, set. Red, yellow.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, San Francisco.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
I would guess that combined line. If you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 2nd and 7, Brady got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Brady. He completes it to Evans.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Following the interception, Love. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On second down, Love once more. Dancing to his left. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Love. And the Niners get there and bring him down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. In motion comes the tight end left. Another try after the first down sack. Love. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back in the 25. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers. Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. From the gun, it's Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
To The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is caught by Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 31. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Brady. And now here's another interception. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Hey, Green, you don't lose.
On 1st and 10, Love. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Samson Ebukam from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Okay,
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Long red. Flight blue.
Love looking to throw it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Welcome back now to Denver, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here's Bradley Pena now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 9 yards that time.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Brady. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Brady got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And his kick is good. He just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Brady, and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another touch for Davis Price.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Davis Price gets this one out of the gun.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Love. The throw for Pittman is intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Drive begins with a carry by Davis-Price. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second down, and again it's Davis-Price. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway.